In this chapter, we get to witness just this cataclysmic, earth-shattering, fucking awesome battle between Fire Fist and Blackbeard. Chapter 441, Duel on Banaro Island. Just when you think it can't get any better, the hits keep on coming. But wait, there's more! Well, hello, my brothers and sisters of the Nerd Nation. I, as always, am Jim, and I'm thrilled to be here to bring you another review on the awesome and mind-bending, mind-boggling, action-filled, fucking awesome tale that is One Piece. Now, our last chapter, and of course, they wound up ending off a volume, so last chapter and volume wound up being the last several pages being Fire Fist going up against Fire Fist Ace, going up against Blackbeard. And at the end of that, the big reveal was that Blackbeard had killed the Whitebeard Pirates 4th Division Commander Thatch to take a devil fruit that he had found. And apparently that devil fruit is one of the strongest and most rare that there is, and grants Blackbeard the power of darkness. So that's how things left off, right? And things wind up picking up right over here. First of all, I want to say, hey, look, we're 46 volumes into it. I mean, that just deserves a little golf clap there for you and me, right? Honestly, you know, to have gone through and coming up on almost 50 volumes, I think that's a pretty cool thing and a testament to certainly some dedication, and then I'm having a fucking awesome time. Could that be too? I think I'm having an awesome time. And so the cover of this one, though, looks pretty cool. There's this skeleton-like character dude with like a top hat, and then you've got Luffy running, as he is in almost every volume and cover, and you've got, you know, Chopper and Nami and stuff in the background. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe Count Dracula's castle or something. Who knows? But it says Thriller Bark across the top. I'm assuming, I don't know. Maybe that's a weird zombified Michael Jackson. I don't know. You know, who's bad? Anyways, this chapter, though, man, it picks up right where the last one left off, and then, of course, is with Blackbeard having revealed his power to Ace, to obviously be this darkness, right? And then he wants to go and demonstrate, as most villains do, as most power-hungry bad guys, whatever, do. But I'm going to be honest with you, I consider myself to be a pretty decent dude, and if I had this power, I'd want to fucking show it to people too, right? Because I'm thinking, wait, last I said darkness. Well, there's a lot of things that could go with that, you know, and blah, blah, blah. The darkness, the way they explain it in here and the way he explains it, is infinite gravity. Okay, it's infinite gravity, so it's basically being able to go and pull things in, and he does this black hole, right? The whole town that they were staying in, that the Blackbeard pirates were at, and people are running, screaming for their lives, wanting this darkness, this like just evil, just black, oh man, it's just coming up out of the ground, right? Emanating from the ground. And anything that it gets in its clutches, it just basically crushes, right? Imagine just this all-powerful crushing power, right? And that's what he has. That's what Blackbeard has. So he's doing this, and Ace is like, as it's going on, Ace is like, yeah, it's fine, but it's not by me. And he's like, no, I want to demonstrate to you first what this actually does, and then we'll fight, right? So he goes and winds up, seriously, just completely annihilating, destroying the town. After that, he then goes and he's like, and see what happened? What happened in that darkness while it was there? And he goes, liberation, right? And everything just comes flying up, and it's all just destroyed. It's all just, I mean, everything. All the wood and the brick or base, everything is just fucking annihilated, destroyed, ripped apart. It's done. It's foobarred, right? Fucked up beyond all recognition. There is nothing. There's no town. And I'm thinking, holy shit, right? This dude has, and then he goes and he even says, he goes on to explain that he also has the power of, he has this black vortex, right, that he goes to use on Ace, and he can actually go and pull in with that gravity, with that darkness, other devil fruit users, right? And while they're in his clutches and in his grasp, their power's negated, okay? So his darkness crushes whatever power it is they have, right? This fruit, the dark fruit, is thought to be the most powerful devil fruit in existence, right? And certainly the most powerful one, I mean, arguably, but I can't think of a great argument for how it's not. But arguably, I've seen the best one. I mean, I don't know if there is anything else that comes after this. I mean, as we're 441 chapters into this tale. Holy shit, though. So I'm just trying to think about this and just fathom it. And I'm sitting there, I'm watching this, I'm like, man, I'm looking at this and just looking at it all unfold as I'm reading the chapter and everything. And I'm just thinking, oh my god, you know, I'm just sitting here like tensing up, you know, just like poised, ready to like strike. Oh man, it's just so cool, so good. So anyway, he can also go and actually strip the Devil Fruit users of their power, you know, so obviously that's pretty important too. He can take all these different types of users. He's like, Logia, Paramagia, it doesn't matter. He's like, you know, he goes, basically, you're all powerless, you know, before me. So he's got the ultimate trump card, is what he shows. So anyway, so Ace comes back at him and just goes and nails him, you know. I don't know if he has a fire cross or the coup de grace. He has got a bunch of, because St. Elmo's fire was one of them. Anyway, he winds up jacking him up, you know, and he's, oh, hot, 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 oh, and he falls to the ground. And Ace is like, you know, but if you're a typical Logia user, you wouldn't have been affected by that fire. It wouldn't hurt you, right? And so Blackbeard gets up and he goes, no, buddy, I'm not like you, where I can just go and let bullets and shit pass through me and turn into fire to avoid damage, right? I'm not like you. I absorb all of it. That gravity, that darkness, it pulls everything into me. I feel every bit of it, right? But the thing about it is that I can then go and just take and turn the tides on you and just go and expel that back out and then suck you in and whatnot. So he's pretty much like a darkness pincushion that can just absorb other type of powers and hits and whatnot, but he still feels the pain and takes the brunt of it and everything like that, it looks like. So that's kind of cool. You know, there's somewhat of a chink in the armor, I guess you would say, to an otherwise kind of indestructible sort of Devil Fruit. But man, this battle that rages on between the two, he winds up, when he grabs Ace with that black vortex, he goes and just boom, and I'm thinking, holy shit. And he goes, hey, when's the last time you felt a punch, Ace? I bet it's been a while, you know, because you got to think about, I don't know when Ace got his power, but he doesn't need to feel any type of attack, because anything that comes at to hit him or attack him, he can obviously turn that part of his body into fire, and therefore it just passes right through. He would never take that type of damage. And Blackbeard here's jacking him up. I mean, he gives him a bloody lip and shit, you know. So anyway, so Ace winds up coming at you know, is trying to hold him off again. And as these two titans face off and whatnot, it kind of zooms out to like, you know, like the 1,000-yard distance out or something like that. And you've got, you know, Burgess and Doc and all those guys. And they're sitting around and they're chilling, you know. And he winds up talking about, you know, basically their ogre winds up saying, he goes, you know, I would have thought that with negating his power, the Devil Fruit power and whatnot, they'd be much more helpless, you know, but he's still being inventive and obviously finding ways to, you know. And he goes, I guess, you know, and then I think somebody else mentions, well, you know what, being a division commander of Whitebeard's pirates, he's obviously a formidable fighter, you know, so that's how it's not just like it's not just a slam dunk for Blackbeard, you know. Ace is going to fight back, and he's going to fight back with everything he has and hopefully overcome him, right? Anyway, so then it winds up going back down to them, and they're just going at it with this cataclysmic freaking evil doom, you know. And Blackbeard goes and he's nailed Ace a couple of times now, and Ace is down. This is a sad look here. Ace is down. He's on his hands and knees. He's a little bit bloodied, right? And Blackbeard goes and he says, you know, he's just like, not even a runt like you, or not even a man like you stands a chance, but it'd be a great loss if you died. So come on, Ace, join me. And he had asked him earlier if he would join him, and Ace said, I would rather die than bow to power. He says, and that's just, and then, you know, Blackbeard's argument is when you're dead, dude, so don't even start. Don't pick, you know, beggars can't be choosy. Ace's whole thing is that I would never give into and bow down to power. What would that make me? You know what I mean? So it's very, very cool to see both sides of the coin on that one. But anyway, so he asks him, are you sure you don't want to join my crew again, you know? And then that's where you get that. If I bowed down to power, what's the point in living? I'll never live my life with regrets. Do you understand that, moron? And then he's just like, once you're dead, nothing else matters. I'm sorry you're such a fool, Ace. Die in the darkness. And then you get Great Flame Commandment, Flame Emperor. And he goes, and Ace just goes and pulls this giant fucking ball of just energy and heat and fire and light. And I love this. Blackbeard just like, the sun or the darkness? Only one of us will win. And he's just like, and then Ace is like, I will make Whitebeard the king of the pirates. I gotta say, kid's dedicated. He's definitely dedicated. Doesn't want it for himself. He's that loyal to Whitebeard. He wants Whitebeard to be the king of the pirates. I didn't understand all this when Ace was talking to Luffy about the stuff back in Alabasta, because I hadn't seen Whitebeard yet. Didn't know anything about him. Hadn't no mention of Blackbeard, nobody's powers, nobody's dreams, nothing. Just, you know, vague mention that he was a division commander for the Whitebeard Pirates. Anyway, this is what happens. when, you know, the immovable force meets the unstoppable. What is it? The unstoppable force meets the immovable object. Whatever. Anyway, you get the idea. It's two heavyweights clashing. It's light and it's darkness. It's the power of the sun and the power of the darkness that goes and pulls the sun away, man. Oh my god. And it even says, the duel at Banaro Island in the Grand Line, the battle between pirates, would later be identified as the trigger for the major events that were to follow. And that's how the chapter ends off, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit. What a beautifully done chapter. Action-packed, and I mean, like I said, I was just tensing up while I was reading it and just being like, fire cross, and you know, I'm just, oh my god, this makes me just, absolutely wonderful. Opens up your imagination, makes you feel like a kid again. Just, nothing but smiles right here. Nothing but smiles. You know, I was just cruising along on the One Piece journey, occasionally stopping off at a rest stop and getting something to drink, having a little bite to eat, and then back on the road. Okay, here we go, and now we go through Water 7. Oh, it's happy, it's sad, it's happy, it's sad. Enies Lobby, oh, it's happy, it's sad, it's tearful, it's joyful. Okay, great. Post Enies Lobby, all of a sudden it's like, I can't stop! It's just great, man. Absolute roller coaster ride. And like I said, I feel like I'm on the part of it now where the shit is malfunctioning and I'm just fucking doing 70 on the roller coaster, man. Just they're all the loop-de-loops that it has to offer. Absolutely wonderful. My chapter question for you, brothers and sisters, are just ultimately, what are your thoughts on this cataclysmic battle between Fire Fist Ace and Blackbeard Marshall Teach? Leave your answer to that question in the comments down below. Feel free to hit the thumbs up, the like button if you should think that I deserve it, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We'll look forward to catching all of you in the next one, Nation. As always, thank you for watching.